One type of sequence that we've talked about already is something called an arithmetic sequence, and that is a sequence that goes up by a certain amount every time, or down by a certain amount every time. So, for example, a sequence that always increases by 5 or always decreases by 9 would be an arithmetic sequence. And now I'm going to introduce you to something called a geometric sequence. And a geometric sequence is something that is either being multiplied or divided by the same thing every time. So, for example, a sequence that's being tripled every time it goes up, or something that's being halved every time it goes up. And so we have a series of 4 different sequences here, and we're going to try to identify which ones are arithmetic, which ones are geometric, and maybe they're neither arithmetic nor geometric. So let's look at this first sequence, which goes 0, 8, 16, 24, and 32. And so the first thing we check and see is it arithmetic? Are we adding or subtracting a number every time? This one seems pretty clear that we are adding 8 every time we go up. This one's increasing by 8 every time, constantly adding 8. 0 plus 8 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 8 is 24. You get the idea. So this is an arithmetic sequence going up by 8 every time. Okay, let's look at the one on the top right. It's 1, 7, 49, and 343. And again, we start off by checking to see, is it arithmetic? And we can see almost immediately it's not. From 1 to 7, we add 6. And then from 7 to 49, we do not add 6. Doesn't matter what we add, it's not 6. So it's not arithmetic because it's not going up by 6 every time. So the two possibilities are it's geometric or it's neither. So geometric means we're multiplying by the same amount every time. So let's see if that's happening. So from 1 to 7, we're multiplying by 7. Obviously, 1 times 7 is 7. Now we check and see, is it being multiplied by 7 all the way through? Is 7 times 7 49? Yes, it is. And then finally, is 49 multiplied by 7, 343? And I honestly don't know. So let's do 49 times 7. It is 343. So that tells us it's being multiplied by 7 all the way through, and that makes this sequence geometric. Okay, great. Let's look at the bottom left, 64, 48, 36, 27. So we're going to check and see if it's arithmetic first. From 64 to 48, that's going down, and it looks like it's going down by, was that 16? So down 16. And then from 48 to 36 is not going down by 16. Doesn't matter what it's going down by, it's not 16. Okay, so it's not arithmetic. Let's check and see if it's geometric. So from 64 to 48 is clearly being divided by something. I don't know what it's being divided by because it's not a whole number. It's divided by something. And I can figure out what it's being divided by. I'm like 64 times what is 48? So I can figure that out by doing 48 divided by 64. What is 48 divided by 64? Well, that is 0.75. So what I want to see is, am I multiplying by 0.75 all the way down? So is 48 multiplied by 0.75 equal to 36? So 48 times 0.75, is that equal to 36? Yes, it is. And then you may remember the next number in the sequence was 27. So is that times 0.75 equal to 27? Yes, it is. So this is being multiplied by 0.75, whoops, 0.75 every time. So this is also geometric. And then for our last sequence here, I can tell right away it's not arithmetic because 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 plus 1 is not 4, so this is not arithmetic. Could be geometric, let's find out. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is not 14. So this one's not arithmetic, and it's also not geometric, so this one is neither. So what have we learned? An arithmetic sequence is when we add or subtract the same amount every time. Um, a geometric sequence is when you multiply or divide, but really it's multiply. Multiply by the same thing every time. It's either multiply by a big number or multiply by a number less than 1, like 0.75, but multiply, divide. And if it doesn't follow one of those rules, add, subtract the same thing every time, or multiply, divide the same thing every time, it is neither geometric nor arithmetic.